I literally don't know what he's talking about.
Their channel.
Tom MacDonald, sad rappers. Let's get into it.
Where'd all these suicidal sad rappers come from? They showed up with those mumble rapper dum-dums. They've been preying on people with mental illness and pretending to relate to get paid and create a business. They claim to be anxious, say they're depressed. They're faking it to gain something in common with some fans for a check. It's overdiagnosed, so it's becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the mental pain we're barely...
Okay.
Oh.
Who do you think he's talking about? I mean, I know he's talking...
I know exactly. Well,
I know he's talking in general, but who do you think...
Which specific?
He's talking about faking it and stuff like that, and just doing it for money, which is typical. I mean, gangster rappers do it too.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm so hood, I'm so thug, I shoot people, this and that. Meanwhile, like he was talking about, they go to college and do all this stuff. They didn't grow up in the hood.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I don't particularly know which specific rappers, but I know a lot of rappers sing about all kinds of depression and anxiety and suicide, and it's like under the guise of oh, we're going to talk about these things because we've not talked about them and people need to deal with them, and it's been a cultural keep it quiet, sweep it under the rug. But just like everything else, just like the Me Too and all that,
I feel now it's trendy.
Now it's literally everybody I know is depressed. Everybody I know.
But when you think about our society, a lot of people are depressed now. I mean, because of where the culture is and how you're always pressured to be something you're not and say things you don't believe and all this stuff.
And prices go up 30% in one
year. I could really see a lot of people being depressed right now.
Gas
a lot of people are not being their
cents.
truest version of them. They're trying to be the narrative that they're supposed to be and believe all these crazy things they're supposed to believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's so true.
So it's on one hand, I could see people faking it for money. That would not surprise me. People fake everything for money. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, I could honestly see that being profitable because a lot of people probably are depressed, you know?
Yeah. And it's hard to know because it's then who am I to be well, you're not depressed and you are. You know what I mean? But he is making a statement because I think we all kind of sense the tendency to blow it out of proportion.
It's the more bad things that happen to you, you can kind of wear it like a badge and be okay, now I have the right to speak on so many things because I've been victimized in this way, this way, this way, this way. It's like Victim Olympics. You know what I mean?
So it's becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the mental pain we're barely surviving, and then they glorify the men and women losing their lives. I'm talking Cobain, Lil Peep, Winehouse, Jackson, Williams, Cornell, Bennington. Imagine all the icons that we buried probably turning in their graves so they can witness how the sickness getting used to get paid. These rappers fabricating symptoms for fame. Their mental illness is the money on their mind. It's how they rotting their brains, Y'all ain't real from the chains to the gear to the grill.
He mentioned your girl, Amy Winehouse.
Ooh.
So what was he saying that we idolize rappers who die, artists who die, right? Mm-hmm. Was he saying it in a good way or a bad way? I think some of it was bad. Some people had overdose and things like that.
Right.
Right? Right. I mean, even Amy Winehouse was an overdose, wasn't it?
She was an overdose. She was an addict.
Okay, so he's saying we idolize all those kind of rappers and singers and stuff. And then you also have people who are faking it. I guess because we idolize it, so they want to say they went through it too, or I don't know. I'm a little confused.
On their mind, it's how they rotting their brains, Y'all ain't real from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real. I can see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, don't feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. People die from depression, these rappers cry for attention, and it's in every single genre you could possibly mention. From pop to electronic to rock to indie to grunge, they're trying to hook you into using the music like it's a drug, get you addicted to artists they manufacture to target all of the people in therapy trying to deal with their hardships. Crafted and marketed till they had you convinced that if you follow that person, they make you fine in your skin. They ain't really trying to help you, they don't want to make you better. It's a lie they're trying to sell you, so you always buy the records. If you want to know the truth, they want you struggling forever, so you look to them for answers with your Visa or your debit. It's like the record labels working for pharma. They made anxiety trendy by using popular artists and use the rappers to promote prescription pills to the audience. They created the problem to sell you pills that would solve them. It's brilliant.
Oh.
Hold up.
Okay.
Oh.
Using the rappers to promote the pills and stuff, you know what I mean?
To the audience, yeah.
What?
Now that is a conspiracy I haven't heard, but I love it.
Hey, this guy's onto something.
He's on to something.
Okay, do you guys know, do you have some examples of what he's talking about?
Percocets.
No. I mean, the rappers or singers or anyone, because, don't really listen to a ton of mainstream music. I don't know exactly what he's talking about. The only rappers I've heard speak on it like personally. I've heard Big Sean speak on mental health, but it was like
Well,
kind of
Logic with his suicide hotline.
yeah. I have heard that song once, and NF speaks on it.
I mean, I think a lot of people do.
Right, but I'm saying I haven't heard a lot, so I'm not quite sure who he's talking about, what he's talking about. So if you guys have any examples of like the kind of rappers that are faking it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like Big Sean, I feel like he really went through something. He got a little weird.
I feel like
even his interviews now, I feel like he's a different person. Like I feel like Janae just drug him through the mud. Being honest, that's my opinion. Like when him and Janae got together, he just has been different ever since. I'm like, ooh,
he has. She's
kind of like Kanye and Kim got together, and then like Kanye's just been different.
Yeah. For sure.
Janae, self-proclaimed maniac.
For sure. But I feel like Kanye, NF, like certain artists, like the ones we like can think of, like we can think of, are probably not the one, like the ones.
Right, that's why I'm asking.
He's probably
like,
talking
NF clearly had a rough life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who knows?
He clearly had
probably
it rough with his
like,
mom overdose and all that kind of stuff. Like I believe him, but I'm saying I wonder who. You guys have any examples? Kind of rappers he's talking about?
I bet it's all the people that we don't listen to, like the Lil and the. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
good stuff we turn on. Like, oh, this sounds like crap.
The rappers to promote prescription pills to the audience. They created the problem to sell you pills that would solve them. It's brilliant. Y'all ain't real. From the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real. I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us. Don't feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe. You claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
Another thing he said that y'all created the problem and promoted through rappers or whatever, promoting pills. That's kind of like what I was saying. Like, everyone is now forced to believe and think a certain way. And I feel like the rappers are part of that, pushing that narrative. You know what I mean? And they know when you're living split, you're going to end up with some kind of mental illness. Like, you basically are creating a split personality.
Yeah,
and I don't mean literally like bipolar or something like that, but you're like kind of creating a divide within yourself, the real you versus who you have to be for society. Right. Yeah, you're going to end up depressed. Right. And yeah, the music you listen to is going to tell you be this for society, even though you feel like being something else. Right. It's like, yeah, they're definitely contributing.
Exploiting our problems to benefit. They just want to get paid. I spend all my money on medicine. Spend all your money on chains. Y'all just exploiting the misery. Popping Xannies to fade. Well, I'm throwing ones into therapy. Cause all I know is rain. Y'all ain't real. From the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real. I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us. Don't feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe. You claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all ain't real. From the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real. See it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us. Don't feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe. You claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
It is sad.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the current the state of the rap game is pretty miserable. Pretty much. It's literally sad. Like where we are in hip hop is sad right now, to the point where we literally don't listen to the radio. I don't want to hear what's coming on the radio at all.
Right.
I don't.
And it's crazy because there's so much talent and so much like art out there that like it's terrible that, you know, this little sector of like money, greed, whatever, totally ruins people's ability to listen to it on the radio and stuff like that.
Yeah. But this is why we could do so many first-time reactions. Because we don't listen to the radio.
Yeah, true.
And so we just like, we have our favorite artists and we just stream their content. And so like, we kind of isolate ourselves from all the BS he's talking about. I literally don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I get the concept of it. You know what I mean? Of these rappers pretending to be depressed and all this kind of stuff. But I know I've heard songs about popping pills and stuff like that. So I've heard that. And some of those pills may be the literal medicine that's saving people's lives. So I get what he's saying there. Like, people really die from depression. They really need help, this and that. You guys are glorifying it and selling pills, whatever.
Okay, what about the drinking cough syrup? I've heard that.
Okay, that is, I want to say that's an opiate, right? Codeine.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's for. I mean, opiates are painkillers, right?
But then, okay, so then, let's say rappers in the industry have a hard time in the industry. This is an alternative perspective. They have a hard time already. They start numbing the pain that they feel as an artist being sort of manhandled and split. So they develop an actual addiction.
Yeah, even I think you do get addicted to opiates.
Right? But even though they're promoting this and, like, you know, basically damaging the kids and stuff, well, now they're in the category of the damaged.
Yeah, but kind of by choice.
Is not listening to the music a choice?
Yeah, but I mean, like, depression or whatever. Like, they're preying on people who are already depressed.
Oh,
Because then the people are like, oh, this resonates with me. Oh, yeah, I've gone through that. This artist has gone through that. Oh, this is my favorite. You know what I mean?
They haven't even gone through it. They're just...
Right. And yeah, they may get addicted to the pills eventually from, taking them so much and promoting it and all this stuff. But it's like, there are people who did not choose like that.
Right.
You could have depression genetically as well.
Right. Right.
Some people have kind of seasonal depression.
Right.
And some people make choices that you end up depressed after making some choices.
Right.
I feel like there's a lot of different kinds.
But either way, it's like if the rapper isn't going through something and they're singing about it or rapping about it, that's messed up.
Yeah, it is.
That's messed up. Because then people trust him and they're making money. I like this conspiracy, though.
Is it a conspiracy?
True.
I don't think it is. We don't listen to a lot of radio, so we don't know exactly the examples. But I guarantee you, it's not a conspiracy. The breadcrumbs are there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. It definitely feels like in the recent 5 to 10 years, there's been a lot of promo of pharmaceuticals in rap.
Right. Like by name. Not just like, oh, we're popping pills. Like, why would you want to tell someone the illegal drug you're taking by name?
Literally.
Like, why would you want to do that?
I feel like I've heard fentanyl in a rap.
I don't know, but I hear Percocet and I hear Xans, you hear Molly, you hear all kind of stuff.
Codeine.
The Percocet and Xans are literally prescription medications. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, codeine, you hear that.
So that's wild. It's like, why is it showing up? And then also it's like pay to play radio music type stuff. Like, okay, this is getting promoted. Not just made into music, but like promoted. Especially, and then you got, weed, which is everywhere all the time. But it is like heavily promoted.
Have you heard a song with Adderall? I want to say I have, but I can't.
I feel like,
can't put my finger on it.
Right.
It's not a song that it's in everyone's memes. I don't know. I hear about it all the time.
See, we don't know.
Oh, well, let us know down below if you know any examples. I mean, you don't have to straight bash the rappers. I mean, you can, but YouTube might filter the comment. But let us know if you have any examples on kind of the rappers he's talking about. Very curious on that one. And yeah, we're in St. Louis, Missouri right now, visiting family. Haven't been back to our hometown in a year and a half because of the pandemic. Whatnot, I haven't seen my mom. Her mom lives in New Orleans. My mom lives in St. Louis still. So visiting family, nephews, brothers, stuff like that. But we're still kicking on the couch with you. Mandatory couch kicking session.
Mobile couch.
Yeah. But all right. Thanks for tuning in, especially you made it to the end. You're a real one. We appreciate you. Looking forward to hearing about those rappers in the comments. That's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.